Kinematic motion in a straight line. Number 1. Describe physics in your own words. Physics is a branch of science that studies the motion of matter through time. It is also an act of studying how things really work. And studying physics is not easy. You should take time and effort to understand. But if you are curious and consistent in studying physics, you can get more learnings and your effort is worth it. Motion along a straight line. From page 110, 3.1, check your understanding. A cyclist rides 3 km west and then turns around and rides 2 km east. What is his displacement? What is the distance traveled? What is the magnitude of his displacement? The given here is the initial position is equals to 3 kilometers. Final position is equals to 2 kilometers. Letter A. Required is the value of displacement. Displacement is equals to final position minus initial position. So the final position is equals to 2 kilometers. Substitute 2, then minus 3 equals to negative 1 kilometer. This is the displacement. Letter B. Required here is the distance traveled. So yung total, kung pila yung na-travel tanan. Then we know that the cyclist rides 3 km west and then turns around and rides 2 km east. So 2 kilometers plus 3 kilometers equals to 5 kilometers. So 5 kilometers is the distance traveled. Letter C, magnitude of his displacement. Absolute value of displacement. So the value of displacement is negative 1. So substitute and then the answer is 1 kilometer. Instantaneous velocity and speed. From page 116, check your understanding. 3.2. The position of an object as a function of time is x times t equals negative 3 t squared m. What is the velocity of the object as a function of time? Is the velocity ever positive? What are the velocity and speed at time is equals 1.0 second? Given x times t is equals negative 3 t squared m. T is equals 1.0 s. We're going to find the required here, the velocity of the object as a function of time. So the solution is velocity of the object as a function of time is equals to d times at n all over dt. We're going to use this power rule because the equation negative 3 t squared m is likely form this, which a is a constant, which n is an integer. We're going to manipulate negative 3 t squared m is equals to 2 minus 3 t squared minus 1 m. Differentiate it, then we arrive negative 6 tm. So this is the velocity of the object as a function of time. Letter B. Is the velocity ever positive? For me, yes. Velocity can be positive because think of absolute values. No matter which direction you go, you will always be going somewhere. Letter C. Required here is to find velocity and speed, which t is equals 1.0 second. Solution. First, the velocity, which is v is equals to negative 6m. T is equals to 1.0 second. Substitute, then the answer is negative 6 m over seconds. The speed equals absolute value of v times t. Substitute, then the answer is positive m over seconds. So this is the velocity and this is the speed, which t is equals to 1.0 s. Average and instantaneous acceleration. From page 119, check your understanding 3.3. Protons in a linear accelerator are accelerated from rest to 2.0 times 10 to the 7th power m over s. In 10 to the power of negative 4 s, what is the average of the protons? So, the given final velocity is equals to 2.0 times 10 to the power of 7 m over s. The initial velocity is equals to 0. Final time is equals to 10 to the power of negative 4 s. Initial time is equals to 0. Then the solution. Acceleration is equals to delta v over delta t. Delta v is equals to final velocity, which is 2.0 times 10 to the power of 7 m over s, minus initial velocity, which is 0, all over delta t is equals to final time, which is 10 to the power of 4 s, minus initial time, which is 0, equals 2.0 times 10 to the power of 11 m over s squared. So this is the final answer.